his 3-point games in one season. And there's been a lot of Norris Trophy talking.
Yeah.
And I had a look at the stats, and okay, he's second in points with 48. Brent Burns has a few more at 52. So within, like, for points, he's pretty good. But the big stat that really jumps out at me is he's plus 33.
Yeah.
And Burns is only plus 9.
Joe gets a lot of valuable minutes, top lines, power plays, OT. He always starts on the OT.
Yeah. And do you know who's number 2 in plus minus? We're talking about just defensemen.
I do.
In the league. Okay, who is it?
Brody.
Yeah,
His
that's
partner.
That's a shocker.
I know, because Brody had such a slow start in the plus minus category.
Remember last year during the podcast, we'd say he's consistently inconsistent. But this year, he's been like consistently good.
Yeah, I agree. It's funny when the defense play good, it kind of gets you to the point of where, like, or consistently good, I should say, then you don't really talk about them. Then they're doing what you expect them to do.
That's completely true, because we talked about Brody a lot last year. Now we hardly talk about him.
Yeah.
And another good example was Hamonic. He's had a really good season, like sneaky
his
good.
blocking of pucks is noticeable.
Yeah. And when he wasn't in the lineup, it was like, oh, man.
Where's Hamonic?
Yeah, we need this guy back.
Yeah. I think there was a little bit of juggling. Anyways. Should we move on to Florida?
Yeah, let's get off Phoenix. That was a nice 7-1 spanking.
Florida, they pull off just the 1-point win, 4-3. I think it was a decent game, from what I can remember.
Yeah, start of last week. I don't remember it that well either.
Florida got up 2-0. There's a bad play by Hannafin, and Brody surrender goals. Then Frolic scores. Raise those eyebrows.
Oh man, those brows are just popping off his face.
Yeah, gets a sweet tip from Backlund.
It's like...
Sorry?
It's like 2 Nike swooshes just going
He looks
up.
like the happiest guy ever. How can you not like Frolic?
When he scores, those eyebrows just go ding.
Yeah, go to the vertical column.
45-degree angles right on his forehead.
Yeah. It's funny. It's either he's really happy or really mad.
Yeah.
So somewhere in there.
Mean Frolic or happy Frolic.
Giordano, he tied that game up, and then Frolic again gets a turnover, gives it to Kachuk alone in front. Bam.
Yeah, and now that you're talking about it, the game's coming back to me. I remember Calgary looked really sleepy the first period, and once they turned it on, Florida wasn't even close.
Yeah.
It was just all domination, and Gio, he has that short side, high blocker shot that he's been using a lot, and it's been working for him.
Yeah, man. Comes in, he can even not stutter step, but hold it for a split second longer.
Yeah, a little toe drag to get the angle, and I guess with goalie, he's kind of been following Johnny Gaudreau's example, except this is like the defensive version, because Gaudreau always shoots from the goal line, high short side, and Gio's doing it from the blue line.
Me first. One other thing I like to mention from the Florida game. So Frolic, I think he was coming back from being benched. Started on the fourth line. No, he didn't come back from bench, but he started on the fourth line. They gave Zarnik the slot on number 2. After the first period, it all changed around. Piers said, "Hey, Frolic, you're back." And what do? He goes and rewards him with 3.9, 2.9.
Yeah, it seems whenever Frolic gets demoted and then promoted, he plays great.
Yeah,
so the coach, what is he supposed to do except, I'll demote you, promote you, demote you, promote you?
Yeah, at first it upset me, but I mean, if it works, it works. And if this is what it takes to get Frolic playing the way he does, then I can't be mad at that.
And speaking of Zarnik, has your opinion on him changed at all?
Yeah, because we saw him in Buffalo, and he had a decent game. He got some chances.
Yeah, that's what I was going to comment on too, is that's the first game where I actually saw him stand out a bit. And maybe it's just because he's got some regular game time. Like, I think he's played maybe 5 in a row now. Something like that.
Okay.
So he's definitely been in the lineup more regularly lately, and it seems he's playing a bit better.
Yeah, that's what I said last time. We would reserve judgments till we see more of him, and I guess we are, and yeah, not bad.
But given his skill set, like, he's not a checker.
No.
He's a skill forward.
Poke checker, maybe.
But if he's going to stay in the NHL and on the Flames, he's got to start producing offense. Because he doesn't bring a lot else to the table. He doesn't kill penalties. He doesn't really forecheck that well. He's a guy, like in Buffalo, where he stood out was coming down the wing and like a great release on the shot off the post.
Yeah. Going in front of the net. He looks good in the fourth line with Hathaway and Ryan. Ryan, he's been playing a lot of games. I think we're consistently seeing him, and he's a good player. And he seems like a versatile player, too.
Yeah, very versatile.
Yeah.
Well, I was listening to something on the radio about Ryan's road to the NHL. And I don't know, have you heard any about this?
He went to Europe and played there for a while?
Well, he didn't get to the NHL till he was 29.
Yeah.
And, like, he played junior hockey somewhere. Then he took a scholarship, and he got some type of degree. And it wasn't like drama degree. Like, he's got a legitimate degree
Science
in something.
degree.
Something like pretty academic. I can't remember what it is though. But
Business.
then after playing university in the States, he went to Europe, played in the AHL, the Austrian Hockey League. And he just eventually, at 29, he worked his way back to the NHL. And luckily for Ryan, Peters likes him.
Yeah.
So he's played 200 games now, all under Bill Peters. But he is a versatile, good guy to kind of have on the team.
Yeah, he's got skill. He's got sense.
I've come around on him. Like, the start of the year, I was like, who is this? Then I was like, oh, this is some guy Peters loves who is just here because the coach likes him. And now I'm starting to like Derek Ryan.
Yeah. Good on you, Ryan. You're doing good, man. Keep it up.
Yep.
All right. Shall we meet the mascot?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hello.
So, welcome back to my favorite segment, Meet a Mascot.
I like it too.
Is it your favorite?
No.
So, this week we're going to travel to Chicago. Tommy Hawk is the mascot for the Chicago Blackhawks. He is a hawk who wears the Blackhawks' famed 4 feathers on his head, along with a Blackhawks jersey and hockey pants. Tommy Hawk often participates in the t-shirt toss and puck chuck at the United Center.
What about Tommy?
There's nothing like a good t-shirt gun firing to really get the crowd going.
Is that they got that t-shirt launcher?
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's gotta be it. What was he just throwing them with his hands?
Yeah, then no one in the upper deck. I remember when Harvey had that gun going. Then you actually have hope if you're on the second balcony.
They do it at the Stamps games too.
Yeah, that's true. And the mini footballs.
Oh yeah, sorry, it was mini footballs, not t-shirts.
But Tommy Hawk, he does have some controversy attached to him.
The dark side to the Hawk.
In December 2018, Tommy Hawk was involved in an altercation with an unidentified fan, which was caught on video that went viral. The Chicago Sun-Times said police were called to the United Center on Friday night around 11 p.m. after the Chicago Blackhawks mascot, Tommy the Hawk, was punched in the face and put in a headlock.
I had to go look up that. You can find it anywhere on YouTube. And we don't see Tommy getting punched or put in the headlock, but we do see Tommy taking it out on him, throwing him down, what's it called, a suplex, or a good takedown, and then feeding him some shots, pushing him on his way. So good on you, Tommy, defending yourself.
Yeah, that's actually the last part of the story here. It says, as Tommy is flightless, he was unable to reach a perch or tree branch for safety. Tommy's assailant was described as a white man between 18 and 20. Video showed Tommy was able to struggle free from the headlock and body slam his small but nimble opponent to the floor.
That's a good piece of writing there.
So that's what you saw, was the body slam.
Yeah, that's what's on the tube. My question is, if this fan comes up and punches him and puts him in a headlock, is he really a fan?
That's true. He's definitely not a fan of Tommy Hawk. So I know later in the show today we're going to do verses, but I have a quick verses for you.
Okay.
Which video did you prefer? Tommy Hawk body slamming the fan
Versus
when SJ Sharky got caught in the rafters and couldn't get down for 20 minutes.
Body slam, by far. Raptors was good, but like it was kind of the same thing. I think clip was like 10 minutes long, and you get it. He's hanging. He's in distress. He's not having a good time. But, yeah.
You're for the instant gratification of a body slam.
That's right. I need that instant gratification with the body slam.
So I know you have some stuff around the league you want to share.
Looking around the league, what caught my eye this week the most was the fights. Yeah. Fight!
Based on the body slam comment, I'm not surprised.
Because the week before I mentioned the McQuaid Reeves fight. That was a good one. And then there was a handful of ones this week. The best one I saw was my boy Furland.
Yeah, we know you love Furland.
Against Tom Watson.
Is it Tom Watson or...
Predators Watson.
I think it's Austin Watson.
Yeah, I think you're right. Austin Watson, sorry. And Furland beat him down. Furland got a lot of good shots, and it was a good fight. It started off pretty even. Furland just takes the upper hand, and I think the last 3 or 4 shots were connecting to the face. Good on my boy, man. He fought some... Was he a regular fighter with Calgary?
Semi. Probably for today's NHL,
yeah,
you'd say yes.
Yeah.
Because they don't fight that often anymore. But
Was he the fighter last year, or who else do we have?
He might have been.
Yeah, he might have been.
But I think he is in a contract year, so he's a little extra motivated to show that side.
Yeah. The other one was during the Boston-Montreal game, of course. Miller versus Delorier. Good fight. Good fight. This one kind of ended on even ground, but they both were throwing some pretty good haymakers. So, hey, I was happy, man. I still enjoy it. It brings a joy to my face. It's part of the emotion that is running out there on the ice. So I think there'll always be a place for fighting in hockey.
And your favorite player, Furland, in a fight? That's like Christmas for you.
Furland's not my favorite player, but he is my boy.
Okay, he's your boy.
Well, now that Dubé is on the bench. Or down the minor. I think he's on the bench. I don't think he was sent back to Stonkton.
I'm not sure. We have to check.
Yeah. Anyways, so those were the fights. And things we can look at were streaks. There really wasn't much going on. Pacific was winning. Vegas, San Jose, and Calgary had some W's, which all came to an end this week.
Yeah.
But my favorite one, which we talked on last week, but continued till this week, was Anaheim.
And that brought a tear to my eye to see that last night they put up a W.
All right. Take a guess on the record for the longest losing streak.
Well, Anaheim was 12, which was pretty long.
That was pretty long, but there has been longer.
I gotta think some of these... Is this like the entire history of the league?
Yeah, and the year was 1974-75.
Okay, because I was thinking some of these expansion teams must have lost a lot, and it's probably about 27 or something. No, 22. 22.
17.
Oh, man. No one even broke 20.
Washington Capitals. Then the 92-93 was... Oh, sorry. 92-93 San Jose Sharks also got 17. And then 14 by the 2003-2004 Pittsburgh Penguins. Do you remember that?
No, I don't. You don't remember the teams losing
But
that much.
isn't this like right in Pittsburgh's wheelhouse?
No, I think this was like
Just before.
Yeah, I think Crosby